Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. This is Kirsten and I have your February love reading. I laid out actually two spreads in conjunction with one another. Two 9-card spreads, one from the Wheel of the Year Tarot and one from just using regular playing cards. And then to sum up the reading for singles, two romance tarot cards, and to sum up the reading for couples and committed Tauruses, two romance tarot cards. Alright, so let's begin. Oh, and please, before I begin, let me just preface that these readings take a lot of time and energy. I am reading for a lot of people. Not all messages will resonate, and unfortunately, that just might be the case. So please check out your moon sign, or there's plenty of other readers that are very excellent on YouTube. So I appreciate your taking the time to like, comment, and subscribe. But remember that these are done from a good place. And again, it's taking a lot of time and energy to do them, so I hope that you can appreciate that as much as I appreciate you. So let's begin. The Six of Cups in the top left corner. This card represents pleasant memories, old times. With the Hierophant in the spread, it can represent remembering how things used to be, because the Hierophant is very much a card of things being in their place, tradition, old values. So the Six of Cups with the Hierophant in the spread, remembering how things used to be, maybe with a previous situation, where your life used to be, or with a past love or partner. The Ace of Cups is next to the Six of Cups, so to me that's kind of saying a lot of you may experience the return of a past love in February, or an old friend, or a visit from family, someone that you love, deeply love and care for, going down memory lane with the Chariot card below the Six of Cups. He's going down a path, so you're going down memory lane with this person or these individuals. So sharing old memories that bring up a lot of sentiment and emotions in February. Six of Cups is also a card where you paint a rosier picture. You see things in a more positive light than it actually was. So remember that. It's also can represent having an ideal picture of something, being idealistic about something, but not really being practical about it. So you're seeing it in a positive way, but not seeing that nothing is really perfect. So, but you're seeing something in a most ideal way. Next to that card, we have the Ace of Diamonds in reverse. And the Ace of Diamonds in reverse can represent lost letters or lost messages. It can represent a minor problem that needs to be resolved, or something that was held up or halted because of something that was minor that was made out to be major. It says that patience is needed, and if patience can be applied, positive results are promised. Sometimes this card can represent loss of a job or a setback in life, or something that seemed good but is actually not very good. Being deluded about the truth and something not being right for you. So next to the Six of Cups again, I think it comes back to I'm seeing connection of past lover returning, looking at it with rose-colored glasses, going down memory lane, reliving the past, and it coming back alive for you. Maybe those issues that came up in a relationship, maybe you're starting to see that they weren't as important now as you made them out to be then. Maybe if you didn't think that that situation was right for you back then, now you're reconsidering it. Next to the next card up is the Ace of Cups, and that's in the challenge position, and that came out with the Seven of Clubs in reverse. The Ace of Clubs represents something, a huge love, something that's very precious to you. It means so much to you. something that's beautiful, beautiful blessing, a beautiful opportunity, a promise, embracing an offer. And because it's next to the Six of Cups and the Ace of Diamonds, if it is a past love returning, this is a challenge for you. It's a challenge in that you need to see things in an objective way rather than a rose-colored way. The Seven of Clubs in reverse represents something not being right in your spirit, in your gut, in your core. Your heart says yes, but your spirit says no. It represents a wasted opportunity or allowing fears and doubts to control your decisions. It can represent something that was wrong can now be righted and turned around for the better. And it recommends professional help could be the wisest course of action. Maybe someone needs to talk to someone and make their point of view made. Or you just need to get something out that's on your chest and handle unfinished business. Because the Six of Cups can also mean having unfinished business. The Seven of Clubs in reverse also represents that someone's not being objective about something. They're not seeing things clearly, or they're not seeing themselves clearly. They're not being objective about a situation. And that's the challenge for February. The card next to that is the Three of Cups and the Queen of Diamonds in reverse. And this fell out in the position of your subconscious. And your subconscious is what's deeply held, your deep held beliefs. And your subconscious is actually what creates your reality. So based on your deep held beliefs and desires, you've kind of put yourself in this present position. Okay? So what are your deep held beliefs and desires? Three of Cups means you want to feel included. You want to feel inclusive. You want to feel encouraged and supported by people in your surroundings. You want to be in a loving atmosphere. You want people to understand you, to share in your expressions, and to root you on and cheer you on, and to be gentle and loving and supportive when you need them to be, and to be enthusiastic about you and your endeavors. That's your deep held desire, a focus and a drive. But next to the Queen of Diamonds in reverse, this is someone who is very dogmatic and rigid. They always think that they're right. It's their way or the highway. And this person cannot bear to be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. Everybody else is wrong, she says. And she's not happy until others bend to her vision, her way of seeing things, and her way of doing things. And if they don't, she becomes spiteful and cold to them. She usually doesn't have very many friends. So this is someone who's kind of contradicting what she wants. With the Three of Cups, she wants a loving, supportive atmosphere, but she doesn't want the truth. Okay, she just wants you to root her on. She doesn't want the truth. She doesn't want to hear that she's wrong about anything. She just wants encouragement and support. And, so kind of put yourself in your own. If you're feeling isolated or alone, Taurus, you got to kind of look at how you got yourself there. And can you be open to that? And if you can't, cards are kind of recommending, maybe you might need some professional assistance in seeing yourself and your actions more objectively. If you want to, if you're feeling like life hasn't culminated to your goals yet. You have to kind of look at yourself and ask, okay, what am I doing that's wrong? And since it is part of your core nature, based on this reading, that you're never wrong, you might need some help doing that. Okay, now the card below the Six of Cups is the Chariot. The Chariot falls in the position of the past or the recent past. And next to that card is the Queen of Clubs. The Chariot represents the arrival of something. And next to the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups, most likely an arrival of an old friend or someone close to you or past lover. And since it's in the past position, it's probably already happened or is about to happen. And then going down memory lane with this person, because that's the association with the Six of Cups, going down memory lane. And the Chariot also represents taking a course of action, a balanced and very controlled course that you set for yourself to achieve victory, to achieve success, to go forward to achieve something that is for your own best interests. So I think you set some very strong goals for yourself in the past. And because you're so dogmatic, I think you were relentless in your control towards achieving those goals. And since this is a love reading, the ultimate goal or ideal picture of a loving relationship is probably what it's talking about. Now, the Queen of Clubs represents someone who's down to earth. This is someone who is very warm and loving and nurturing. They're pragmatic, but they are security conscious. Security is her main focus. She's very inviting and very welcoming. She's usually successful in her career, or her job, and she takes a practical approach to things. She dislikes conflict, and she seeks stability and a high standard of living and a partner who can give her that, because that is her core. And she loves spending time with family and friends. So, yeah, I'm seeing maybe family visits could come into play, and maybe on one of those family visits, you you feel like you can express yourself to someone. Could be family, it could be a old friend, or a past lover. You feel like maybe now you want to express yourself, and express your needs. Because I'm seeing some cards next to it, wanting to talk, wanting to share with the Three of Cups. And they're going to want to help you feel more grounded. Because the card next to that in the center of the reading is the Two of Wands, and that's a card of cooperation and interaction. And with the Ace of Cups above it, a loving cooperation and interaction with another. It's also a card of making a choice, a decision on how to act or behave on a situation or with people, choosing a course of action and thinking about something or reconsidering something, and with all these thoughts and memories of the past. Maybe a family member or a past friend or a lover comes into your life and helps you to see things differently, helps you to evaluate the course you set for yourself, and how far you've come. Because with the Ten of Spades next to the Two of Wands, Ten of Spades means it actually has negative connotation. It means feeling trapped, feeling worry or depression. But because it's a 10, it's a card of completion, so that feeling is coming to an end. So you've been feeling this way. You've been feeling trapped. You've been feeling worried. You've been feeling depressed about your situation. And since it's a love reading, I'll have to take it to mean that. And with the Seven of Clubs in reverse above it, which means wasted opportunities or allowing your fears and doubts to control your decisions and actions. It also means being able to right a wrong and turn it around. So even though you've been feeling trapped and you've been feeling worried about your situation, about your love life, others are helping you, encouraging you, or an old friend or a past love return can help encourage you to turn that situation around, bring an end to it. This card also represents, the Ten of Spades represents feeling betrayed by something or disappointed by something, feeling let down. And it also represents feeling drained. And because you feel so drained energetically, you haven't been able to apply yourself in a practical way to transform your life for the better. So some sort of physical drain some of you have been going through, and it has prevented you from applying your practical goals that you've set for yourself to achieve the life that you want, the ideal life that you want to have. Yeah, so maybe I'm jumping ahead, but I'm seeing the Hangman below the Chariot. The Hangman he's on his course, right, to achieve his goal, but the Hangman is a halt, it's a suspension, it's a hiatus, it's putting the brakes on something because you need to reconsider something. You need to see something in a new light. And then with the card, the Seven of Clubs above the Ten of Spades, not looking at yourself objectively. You need to look at yourself objectively. You need to see yourself in a new light. The Six of Wands is in this spread, and the Six of Wands, one of its meanings is perfectionism. Some of you Tauruses might just be perfectionists, holding yourself up to this high standard. The high standard of the Queen of Clubs, right? She's a high standard. Maybe you're holding yourself up to this high standard, or you're holding others up to this high standard that you just can't possibly meet. And maybe this is blocking your success in love, in relationships. This ideal picture from the Six of Cups is too high of a standard for anyone to really meet, including yourself. So I think Tarot is saying ease up on that. So back to the next card next to the Ten of Spades, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles is a card of assessing, taking assessment where you are. It's a card of challenge as well. You know that hard work is needed to achieve something. You're willing to put forth that hard work to get the results that you want. So this card falls in the position of your near future. So I think you're taking assessment of where you are now. You had this ideal picture. You're seeing how far you've gotten. This card is also, in this particular deck, to me represents maybe not feeling happy with your weight or your appearance. Maybe that's something where you're putting this perfectionism on yourself. Maybe you don't feel like, maybe you're not happy with your physical weight in some way or your physical looks. So you want to improve on that. But back to what the Seven of Pentacles means, verbatim, not necessarily the picture on the card. So it can mean counting up your assets, counting up your worth, putting value on something, setting a value to something. This card also represents something looking like it's about to pay off, and it may have taken a while, as it took hard work to get to this point. And it's not quite here yet. It's still developing. It's not quite right yet. It still needs more work. And that's in the near future. And then the next card. So this could be maybe if someone comes back into your life. I'm just trying to read from that point of view. That you go down memory lane. You relive old times. It seems a lot prettier now than it did then. But it's still not quite right. It's you're seeing some results. You're seeing that maybe you're seeing this person in a better light now with the hangman than you did then. But they're still not quite your ideal picture. The Three of Diamonds next to the Seven of Pentacles represents work. In this card, it represents a desire to improve present circumstances. Remember I mentioned your weight, so maybe you want to improve your weight or your appearance, or you want someone to improve their weight or their appearance. Still something needs to be improved on. This card represents a dream come true, putting a lot of effort into making a dream come true. And it also represents a resolve to stick to your plans because you believe that success will soon be yours, which really collaborates or correlates with the Seven of Pentacles very well. It's knowing that there's hard work to be done, but you can see the results, and you know that if you put forth more effort, more results will be attained. So the Three of Diamonds is just saying that you still have more work ahead of you to do to get where you want to be in your love life. To maybe unidealistically force it into this mold that you believe it needs to be. Now the Hangman, I think I kind of already spoke to you about what that card means. That's at the bottom left. A freeze or a halt, putting a pause on something, reconsidering something, looking at something from all angles, and now seeing something in a new light. Now this card to me, based on its picture, I always see the rays of the sun coming out of the corner, melting the ice. And then the ice turns into water, is able to nourish this plant, and now it can grow into a flower, and the sun is continuing to nurture it. So the ice is beginning to melt. The halt or the brakes that you put on something is now beginning to come off, and now you can move forward with the Two of Wands. That's a course of action. Well, the Chariot is a course of action, and the Two of Wands is choosing that course, making a decision what direction you want to go in. So, and then the Hanged Man is in the past position, so yeah, I think you've made a decision to move forward in a particular direction to improve your love life, to improve what needs to be improved so that you can have that ideal picture that includes a high standard of living and security for yourself. The Six of Hearts next to the Hangman correlates with the Six of Cups. It basically means the same thing. It's about nostalgic emotions, past links. Someone or something special from the past contacts you and returns, and social connections that where you meet someone So some of you may have met someone, maybe at a party or an event or a group, where you were with like-minded people, or at a family event, and then and then you made a connection with a strong connection with someone, and you saw things the same way with the Hierophant, someone who sees things the way you do, and you talked and you shared the Three of Cups. And you had good talks, good sharing was done, and you reawakened in yourself past hopes or desires that you thought were lost, that you thought were gone, or frozen in time. And you're reviving with that hangman and the rays of the sun on the flower, reviving an old relationship, or reviving an old hope or desire that maybe you put on halt or on hold for some reason. The Six of Hearts also means clearing up unfinished business, old contacts or colleagues from work, or past achievements that arrive and that help you move forward in a new direction. This card also offers you some advice. It says, search your memory. Part of your answer that you're searching for lies in your past. Now the next card is the Hierophant, and that falls in the position of others, or their influence on you, the influence of others on you. And the Hierophant is a card that is about old ways, old tradition, establishment, the way things are, the way things used to be. This usually is a person who represents someone older and wiser and more experienced that you seek advice from or listen to. So someone now has experience that they want to share with you. They've gone through some things. They want to share something with you. And they want to talk with you. They want to talk things over with you. They want you to listen to them. They want you to see things from their perspective, from their angle, and maybe make a decision on how they can help you, on allowing them to help you, or help you achieve your goal, which is that Chariot card, you on that course to achieve your goals. The Hierophant also represents teacher or teachings, and marriage, values, a moral code, and not being easily changed. It's a card of old ways, so it's hard to change this person's views. It's hard to change how they feel about things. And because of this, the card next to it, which is the Jack of Clubs in reverse, this card represents a friend who's unable to help you, or who feels unable to change your mind about something. Sorry, that's my stomach if you heard that. It's early, I haven't had breakfast yet. This is someone who wants to help you with whatever resources they have, be they material or emotional, but they feel unable to. It can represent a friend who needs to talk and get their problems out, and just get some support, much needed support, because they feel like life has become stagnant or dull. So they need sharing, they're lonely. This could be you and how what you're needing from others, or this could be what others are needing from you, Taurus. But I think it's coming from you. I think that I think it's been rough going. I think you have this ideal picture. You haven't been able to achieve it yet. And you're very, very focused. It has to be a certain way. It has to be your way or no way. But that rigidness, you know, the Jack of Clubs doesn't have to be a person. It could actually be, could represent the universe wanting to give you what you need. But you've got this rigid, narrow-minded, which is the Hierophant. It's another meaning for the Hierophant, being narrow-minded. this rigid, narrow-minded idea of how things should be. And so you're preventing help from coming to you. And it wants to come to you. And you're resisting it with these this belief and this mindset that's just too rigid. And you might need professional help loosening up because it's kind of core, it's kind of hardwired in you. The card next to that in the final card that came out is the Six of Wands. I don't really consider this the outcome card in a 9-card spread. I think, because it's kind of based on the Celtic cross. So the 10th card is the outcome. To me, this card represents more of advice from the universe, and it can represent your hopes and fears, and also the atmosphere or the environment of your near future. So you got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands says, I am a good time to start something. I am a good time to get involved, because success is near. Success can be had. The Six of Wands is a well-deserved victory. It's coming out the winner and being praised and acknowledged as the winner. It's taking pride in an achievement. It's achieving. It's cherishing something and putting value on something. And that's the Seven of Pentacles above it. Putting value on something. Putting value on yourself. Putting value on another that maybe in the past you didn't see quite as valuable. You were clouded about because it didn't meet your particular high standards. This card also says new doors are opening. Okay? There's something returning, an opportunity, a really good, positive opportunity with the Ace of Cups. A new beginning is returning. It's a challenge for you to give it another chance, but you should give it another chance. Because this card also says, not only am I success, but I'm the potential for more success. So you may not see all the results yet, but the results with the Three of Diamonds are certainly guaranteed to come. And with the Ace of Diamonds in reverse, remember one of those meanings was patience is needed, but if applied, positive results are promised. It's almost like a guarantee you're being given. So give this thing a chance. If it's another person that comes back and wants to help you, give them a chance. The Eight of Clubs next to the Six of Wands, this is a positive card too. It has to do with luck. So you got success and luck in your environment. So usually it has to deal with money. So it means acquiring money. Or it can also mean taking a risk or a gamble. But it's a positive time to do so because luck is on your side. When it's next to a court card, which it is from the playing card deck, the Eight of Clubs is next to the reverse Jack of Clubs. When it's next to a court card, it can call your attention to being too greedy, getting out of hand, wanting too much, too soon, and then it becomes a problem. Being covetous, comparing with that Seven of Pentacles, comparing what you have with what others have, and not seeing its value or worth because maybe it doesn't measure up. Seven of Pentacles also means measuring up something. Maybe it doesn't measure up to what an ideal picture is, or what other friends around you and your environment have. So you're shortchanging yourself if you do that. And that's the warning. That is the advice, Taurus. Now, the advice card or the outcome card or oracle card, I'm going to read it as an oracle card, okay? I'm not going to try to make a story because it's just getting too difficult. I feel a lot of pressure to address everybody, but I can't. So I'm just going to read it as an oracle card, and you know whether or not it applies, okay? So for single Tauruses for the month of February, your oracle card, you got two. You got the Judgment in reverse, and you got the Lovers in reverse. Now, the Judgment in reverse says you are well placed to decide exactly what you want from life right now. And I do see you doing, well financially or well in your career. And you are moving towards the close of a long cycle with that Ten of Spades. I mean, a long cycle of worry or depression or loneliness and isolation is beginning to come to an end. Much has already altered for you. You've done a lot of work with that Seven of Pentacles. And you will be able to control and direct any future changes that you desire with the Chariot. But this card also warns of loss, and it states that this loss is something that you can prevent, that you can turn around. If you act with faith and energy right now and look beyond your current difficulties, and that may be difficult for you to do, but it is essential for you to do so and to overcome your pessimism and fears so that you can have future happiness. And then just to further clarify, the Lover's card in reverse for singles says, hanging on tightly to the past can halt future growth. And you got that Hangman. I think it has, hanging on too tightly to the past. So it says, are you hesitating because you prefer security above all else? Change may not be inevitable at this time, but it is surely coming. Don't resist it too vigorously, or you may find that your life could be disrupted by outside forces in the future. So that's a little warning to singles. If you have some questions about that, or you want more clarification for your own personal love life, let me know. My information is in the description box below, and we can do a personalized reading. Now on to married or committed couples. Your oracle card for the month of February is the Temperance card in reverse, and that means it warns against overdoing things, against obsession, because we got this warning card not to be greedy, or against willfulness, and with the Queen of Diamonds, the woman who must have her way or no way. This card says it may be hard for you to cooperate, the Two of Wands in the middle, with others right now. You may need your space, married or committed Tauruses. You may need your space within a relationship, or time to work alone on something, work on yourself, or on a special project. It advises that you should take care of your health and to watch your weight, which we mentioned with the Seven of Pentacles. And that's just a mundane little advice. And it also signifies that maybe if you work on yourself, other things in your life will be righted. Work on the imbalances within yourself, and that will right imbalances in your environment and in your love life. And the bonus card next to it as clarification, we got the Star in reverse. And the Star in reverse challenges you to let go, to live for the moment, to stop taking yourself or everything so seriously. It says your pessimism is unfounded. You may make mountains out of molehills, which we said before in the Ace of Diamonds reverse, allowing something so minor to become such a big deal. It advises you to use positive affirmations or create a visualization as helpful aids. And it also advises, again, physical exercise is suggested. And above all else, it says, do not lose hope. So it's encouraging you, like the Three of Cups. Continue with your plan. And maybe try to direct that. Don't be so hard on yourself, but at the same time, let others be and go and do what's right for them and go in the direction for them. If you're going to focus that kind of hard energy on anyone, focus it on yourself. But again, avoid perfectionism. So those are the messages for Taurus. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. Contact me if you want a more personalized reading. And I will see you in March. Blessings.